Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to Talent. I'm your host, KG Lavancy. Talent stands for Take a Look Inside Truth for those that's just tuning in with us. Hey, look, so today I want to have a conversation, a real conversation with y'all about people pleasers. You know, we got that going around a lot, and I know sometimes people can get the concept of people being people pleasers, they can get it misconstrued. See, me personally, my opinion about the situation is I feel like it's a couple different types of people pleasers because you have to remember everybody. God put people in a position to have a different stance. Like you are put out here on earth for a different reason. Sometimes we got leaders. Not everybody's a leader. Sometimes we have servers. Not everybody is a server. But see, a server could be it could be in the same lane as what people may call a people pleaser. You know, some people will constantly feel the need to serve others, and people will say it's people pleasing. Some people would constantly feel the need to make sure that everybody else is okay, and sometimes put themselves on a back burner, and people will get that confused with as people pleasers. You know, so I think that we should really be careful and the things that we may call other people or the ways that we may see something or look down on something. Now everybody's gonna have their opinion about a certain thing, but the truth is you gotta see things for what it's worth rather than being annoyed by something because it's not what you will be doing. You know, you got some people who want people to like them, who want people to be okay with them. When they come around, what can I do for you? Want people to be happy. You know what I'm saying? Now, when you a yes man, now those are the people pleasers where it's in a negative aspect because you can't please everybody. Everybody's not gonna like you. Everybody's not gonna accept what it is that you're doing, and everybody not gonna rock with what it is you may see, the path you may be going, or just the person you are. You probably could have a great personality and be a person that a certain circle may love to see love when you come in. And then you may get around a certain circle who probably could care less about it. So you will find yourself serving more or being a people pleaser more to these group of people because you can't figure out what's the problem, why they don't like me. And sometimes it's not about those people not liking you. It's just that you got to remember sometimes pride is needed. Sometimes self-esteem is needed and that ego is needed. Not to the point to where you allow your pride to get in the way with situations. We'll differentiate those two on a later note. But more so, I'm speaking in an aspect that you can't go around. Everybody is not going to be on the same path as you and or the same level as you, and you got to understand, like I spoke about my last video, stop trying to dumb yourself down to be around certain people, or stop allowing yourself to be broken because you feel like you want people to like you, or you're not trying to be so confrontational, or you feel like, okay, look, this is not worth it to me. Because sometimes when you harbor those feelings and you continue to suppress those feelings, one day it's gonna come out. It's like a cup that's you steady having under the faucet and you pouring water inside. Eventually it's gonna overflow. And when it do, sometimes those are the ugliest things you can do. This is what they may call a passive aggressive person. Sometimes you can be assertive in some ways and sometimes you can be passive aggressive. Now, myself, I'm not a people pleaser, but I will put myself sometimes in that aspect to where I'm like passive aggressive. And it's because, see, this is true when they say be careful of what you pray for. Because I've prayed for God to humble me so much and that I've been humbled. And now I find myself letting go or being okay with certain things that usually I probably would have checked the moment that it happened. You know what I'm saying? So, but now I'm finding myself since I've been okay with certain things, the way people may talk about you, the way people may come at you, you know, the way that people may just view you because they may look at you like, you know what I'm saying, you could be soft or you could be, you know what I'm saying, you a pushover, whatever the case may be. So you got to be careful of the feelings that you allow yourself to surpass because you have became humble. I became a very humble person and I'm okay with that because I know that attacking each and every situation is not the avenue that I want to go anymore. That's not the way that I want to look at things. But also, I do want to do better with checking things at the gate so that I don't have to suppress these feelings and I don't have to blow up at the smallest thing, because that's the only place that it's going to lead me. So back to, the individuals that we may call people pleasers. Those people, see, you got to look at things from like the root. You don't know, you don't know why, you don't know why these people may feel the need to be such a server to other people. So you have to be careful and be cautious with those people, because once you push them back, it's a wrap. Once you cause those people to be at their breakage, because everybody got feelings and everybody got a breaking point too. So you gotta, I suggest we deal with those people careful. That's what I would do, and just acknowledge the fact, because sometimes you can become so content in a way that you may feel like a person is just like so nice. You don't realize how much you push until you didn't push to the edge. If you're one of those people that's a people pleaser because it helps boost your self-esteem, stop. Because it's not going to do nothing for you. It's not going to get you to like yourself. It ain't going to get you to love yourself the way that you're supposed to. It ain't going to get you on a path that you need to be successfully. Your family, if you got one, it ain't going to get you there. Mental preparedness is real. And I think those are the things that we need to take to God. Pray about those things. Don't go looking for it in other people to be a yes man, because you ain't going to get nowhere. People going to see that, they're going to take advantage of it, and they're going to walk over it. So it's okay for you to feel like I'm a server, but don't get it twisted with being a people pleaser and a yes man either. Because you become a pushover when that's not the avenue that you want to go. Sometimes in your life, you got to be like a bulldog in it. You got to be firm. You got to let people know what it is. And it's okay to be quiet sometimes too, when you know that the outcome or whatever, if things is worth letting go and you feel that you're okay with doing that, letting it go, then do that. But for those, if this may, this does anything for you, or you feel like, this video was for me, and maybe I need to work on some things. This is not a video of me trying to put anybody down. It's only to enlighten and open it and bring a different perspective of those, and on both sides, for people who look at people pleasers and go, ugh, or people who are people pleasers and is not or not aware of it. Don't let your ego go because you want to be, you caring too much about what other people think about you. You want to be in such a position that you're supposed to be like an elder in a room, or, you know what I'm saying, carry yourself with such type of boldness. But when you get around these certain individuals, your people pleasingness allows you to stoop to their level. Respect is earned and respect is given because people see that you carry yourself in a certain way, and they're not going to trespass that, because that's what you carry. That's how you carry yourself. Be aware, you know what I'm saying? There's people out here who prey on people like that. And I don't mean pray for, I literally mean pray on. People can't take your kindness for weakness. People will take that and feel like, oh yeah, this is the nice one. Okay, let me, you know what I'm saying? So that people pleasing this can really take you into a place in your life that you're not ready for. And the world is cruel out here. Ain't nobody caring about your little feelings or what you got going on, so you got to care about it. You got to be mindful of the way that you move. You got to be mindful and think. You know what I'm saying? Am I trying too hard? Am I pushing too far to the point to where I ain't getting nowhere? And it's just like I'm steady dumbing myself down. And I'm going to keep saying that because it's a true thing where we dumb ourselves down to fit in. Stop trying to fit in. Sometimes you ain't going to fit in. It might be a long, long time before you find somewhere that you actually fit into. And that's okay. You ain't for everybody. Myself as an individual, in the place that I stand at today in my life, I know that I'm not for everybody. And I'm okay with that. I don't look at it like, Dang, why these people don't like me? Dang, what am I doing wrong? I don't look at it like that no more. I'm focused. I'm having this tunnel vision to the point to where what somebody else may think of me does not define the way that I think about myself. So I'm okay. I'm cool with that. When you have high standards for yourself, you're going to carry yourself in such a way. If you feel like you don't know what to do, and maybe you are having them ill feelings, or maybe you are one of those people that I'm describing, and like I said, on both sides, for those that's being judgmental, remember, it's a few kinds of people pleasers, or those that you may call a people pleaser. Sometimes remember what a server is, and don't get that confused with a people pleaser, because those are people that God has placed because he knew serving other people is a thing. Sometimes people need people to just be nice to them, uplift them, just be able to have a conversation with them where they just listening. They just always seem to be there. They just always seem to be in agreement with something. Don't get those type of things. Sometimes though, don't get those type of things confused with a person being a people pleaser, like trying to kiss butt, versus being a server and just like to see everybody okay. Those people do exist. Those people are real, and you got to be careful because sometimes those are God's people. And when and you know what it, you know the consequences of touching one of God's people. So you got to be cautious in the things that you are judgmental about. And you also got to be cautious of the way that you allowing yourself to be broken down because you want to see everybody up. You cannot forget about you just to remember everybody else. Life don't work that way. You got to put you first because when you build up yourself, your self-esteem, then you allow yourself to go and build up somebody else. If we are walking around with broken pieces expecting everybody to fix us, or we're trying to fix everybody else, when we gonna have time for self? When we gonna heal for self? You steady losing yourself. And sometimes, like it's like for those of us that may have kids, or some things in that nature, of close ones that we really close with, and we feel like we have to be there, and I have to be the one to take on all this baggage and things in that nature. That's okay. But it's like when we getting on that airplane and they coaching us and teaching us about using them, them safety things, the safety mask and everything if something was to happen. They always tell you to put yours on first. You could be sent with your spouse, you could be sent with your kid, you could be sent with your grandparents, your best friend, a stranger who may have sickness. It doesn't matter. They always tell you to take care of you first and then them. Because if you walking around, you broken. If you walking around trying to please everybody else and you not healed, and you know what I'm saying, and if you walking around being so judgmental, you could lose what the bigger picture may look like because you too busy creating all these narratives inside of your mind, and it causes you not to see something that's right in front of you. So you got to be cautious of the things that you judgmental about, of the things you wouldn't lose your self-esteem about, and especially the way that you are allowing yourself to be broken. So look, I'm going to wrap this up right here. I want to thank y'all for tuning in with me, for giving me a chance to speak with y'all. And again, I'm your host, KG Lavancy. You tuned in to Tyler. Y'all have a blessed day.